Anyway, y'all, let's do this last story before we go. You know, I don't use the term cocksucker too much, but in this instance, I'm gonna say that these cocksuckers on the Supreme fucking Court really are so fucking full of themselves, right? Justice Alito mocks Prince Harry, Boris Johnson for opposing Roe reversal. First of all, motherfucker, you wear a bedsheet to work. Look at this. He's got a suit and tie under a long fucking, like you know that thing they put out on you, like when you're at the fucking haircut place, you know? I don't, like, what the fuck? Well, like, again, like, that's the thing with this country. This country is so fucked up that we have a bunch of people on a court, a Supreme Court, who didn't even come close to winning anything that even remotely looked like an election. The Senate, right? A minoritarian rule. Less people vote for the party in power, Republicans. The presidency, minoritarian rule. Less people voted for Republican presidents in the presidential elections. And then those two institutions confirm these guys and they have lifetime appointments, right? Right? Like, talk about cheating the system. Like, Kevin Spacey in House of Cards, that motherfucker should have just became a fucking Republican. He should have just became a fucking, like, goddamn law clerk or something. Christ almighty, the show would have ended a lot sooner before that fucking sex scandal came out where he's, you know, child rapist and friends with Epstein. Jesus. Anyway, let's see what fucking Alito has to say. Oh, he's going to mock Boris Johnson. Oh, dear heavens. Realign, 14 czars. 14 czars. I got, in the tip jar, I got a PlayStation 1 memory card, in the tip jar. Thank you. We're getting a little weird now, but if you want to give me money, I will put stuff in the tip jar. All right. Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito mocked prominent figures around the world, including Prince Harry and outgoing British Prime Minister Boris Johnson, for speaking out against the decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. And what appeared to be his first public comment since the decision was handed down last month, Alito dismissed criticism from the British pair, as well as from the French President Emmanuel Macron and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. He was delivering the keynote speech at a conference on religious liberty. Oh, Christ almighty, these religious liberty nutbags. Jesus is talking to me when I'm sleeping, and he tells me to vote against gay rights and abortion rights, because that's what Jesus would do. People always ask, what would Jesus do? I tell you, Jesus spoke to me in a dream, and he said to go to the Supreme Court and make them gays lose their rights, and then tell people not to get abortions. That's right. Amen, Jesus Christ. What the fuck, man? Religious goddamn liberty. In Rome. In Rome. This motherfucking shit was in Rome? Oh my god. Holy fuck. Jesus. We're gonna go to Rome. Like, what the hell? What the fuck? These people are so full of themselves. Alito, who authored the argument overturning the landmark ruling that enshrined the right to an abortion in the United States, condemned the global figures for weighing in on American law. Quote, I had the honor this term of writing, I think, the only Supreme Court decision in history of the institution that has been lambasted by a whole string of foreign leaders who felt perfectly fine commenting on American law. Like, now this is like, okay, wait, Alito said prompting laughter from the crowd. Okay, so the crowd's like, this is doing stand-up comedy. Right, okay, first of all, people aren't allowed to talk about American law? Is that what this argument is? How dare you discuss American law? You don't live here. What? What? So, like, anyone who doesn't live in America not allowed to discuss law and politics now, all of a sudden? And also, by that token, are we allowed to talk about British law, Canada law, French law? Are we allowed? What? That's the joke? Huh. You're discussing American law and politics, and yet you're from England. What? Like, okay. Quote, One of these was former Prime Minister Boris Johnson, but he paid the price, he joked, appearing to reference Johnson's decision to step down as Prime Minister, blah, blah, blah. But what really wounded me was when the Duke of Sussex addressed the United Nations and seemed to compare the decision whose name may not be spoken with the Russian attack on Ukraine, Alito said, referring to Harry. Harry described 2022 as a painful year and a painful decade during a July 18 speech. He said the world was witnessing a global assault on democracy and freedom, pointing to the horrific war in Ukraine and the rolling back of constitutional rights in the United States. God, Alito is such a whiny scumbag. Such a whiny piece of fucking garbage. Fuck this little fucking prick. No one respects you. No one should respect you anyway. Anybody who's got an IQ that's at least in the double digits, at least, could be triple digits, that's possible, but at least in the double digits, that means 10 or higher, knows that this guy is full of himself. But you know what the painful thing about these Supreme Court people is they like, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, I need you to understand this, they feel like they've earned it, like they feel like they're on to something, like, oh, we've discovered some sacred law, right? They're on to some sacred law, and they're the highest court in the land to restore America to a lawful nation of our founding, or some stupid fuck. Like, they think in these, like, grandiose mythological terms, and it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed to be on this planet, to be honest with you, but especially to be in this country. Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit. Jesus fucking Christ. I don't know, man.